Prepare to be amazed by this incredible Icelandic woman. In 2014, an extraordinary event unfolded when a woman went missing in Iceland, only to be discovered participating in the search for herself. This astonishing tale began when she disembarked from a tour bus and, after changing clothes, inadvertently became unrecognizable to her friends. The searchers, who were desperately looking for her, had no idea that she was right there among them. Picture the confusion and surprise when this woman, thinking she had simply wandered away, was spotted while the search effort was underway. It highlights not just the remarkable nature of human stories, but also how easily miscommunication and slight changes in appearance can lead to truly unexpected situations. This incident sparks a playful curiosity about how often we might miss the very thing we're looking for, sometimes even when it's right in front of us. Could you have mistaken someone you know? Is it really true that rabbits can hear so well? Their large mobile ears truly set them apart in the animal kingdom. Unlike many animals, rabbits have ears that can rotate almost 270 degrees, allowing them to capture sounds from various directions without moving their bodies. This ability is essential for their survival, as it helps them detect potential predators lurking nearby. When a rabbit hears a sound, it can quickly pinpoint where it's coming from, even if the noise is faint. This keen sense of hearing, combined with their excellent eyesight, makes rabbits incredible at sensing danger. These features are not just impressive, but vital, enabling rabbits to thrive in the wild, where being aware of their surroundings can mean the difference between life and death. So the next time you see a rabbit twitching its ears, remember just how remarkable these furry creatures really are. What if I told you a queen changed the mile? In 1593, Queen Elizabeth made a significant adjustment to the measurement of a mile, officially increasing its length from 5,000 feet to 5,280 feet. This alteration, while seemingly minor, had far-reaching consequences that still affect how we measure distances today. Before this change, various regions used different definitions for a mile, leading to confusion in trade, navigation, and land measurement. By standardizing the mile to 5,180 feet, Elizabeth I aimed to create consistency across England, paving the way for clearer communication and more efficient commerce. Imagine how different our maps, road signs, and running tracks would look today if that change had never happened. Measuring distances in feet and miles has become ingrained in many cultures, especially in countries like the United States. So next time you check the distance to your favorite destination, remember that a queen's decree over 400 years ago played a crucial role in shaping that journey. Is it really true that aquanauts live underwater? You bet! The Aquarius Underwater Laboratory, owned by NOAA and used by NASA, offers a unique glimpse into how humans adapt to extreme environments. Located in the Florida Keys, this remarkable facility sits about 63 feet below the ocean surface. Here, scientists known as aquanauts conduct research that mirrors the challenges faced during long space missions. They live in Aquarius for extended periods, sometimes up to a month, performing experiments, conducting dives, and collecting data, all while surrounded by the mesmerizing beauty of marine life. The results from these studies not only provide insights into human psychology under pressure, but also improve our understanding of ocean ecosystems. So next time you think about astronauts floating in space, remember there are aquanauts exploring the depths of the sea. Why do mountain oriole birds build unique pouch nests? These fascinating birds, native to Central America, create pouch-shaped nests that look like hanging bags. The mountain oriole's nests are not only beautiful, but also highly practical. They hang from tree branches, offering excellent protection against predators and harsh weather. These birds choose specific locations, often in dense vegetation, to keep their nests safe. Building a pouch nest takes considerable skill, as the oriole weaves together various materials like leaves, twigs, and even plant fibers. The result is a sturdy, cozy home for their eggs and chicks. This unique nesting behavior reflects the mountain oriole's adaptability and ingenuity, showing how evolution has shaped their lifestyle. Observing these nests in their natural habitat can be a real treat for birdwatchers and nature lovers alike. If you ever visit Central America, keep an eye out for these incredible nests and the resourceful birds that create them. Isn't it amazing how different species adapt to their environments? Guess what really drives insects to lights at night? Insects are often attracted to artificial lights, creating a mesmerizing scene on summer evenings. But there's a fascinating science behind this behavior. Many insects, like moths, use the moon and stars for navigation, flying in a straight line by keeping celestial bodies at a constant angle. However, when they encounter bright artificial lights, their natural compass goes haywire. Instead of flying straight, they may spiral or flutter around the light, terribly confused. This behavior can lead to them exhausting themselves or falling prey to predators. It's a quirky reminder of how human technology can impact nature in unexpected ways. If you've ever watched moths buzz around your porch light, now you know. They're just trying to figure out where to go. But human lights have thrown their internal GPS for a loop. Isn't nature both fascinating and puzzling? Meet the remarkable Jeanne Calment, the oldest recorded person. Jeanne Calment was a French woman who lived an astonishing 122 years, setting the record for the longest human lifespan ever documented. Born on February 21, 1875 in Arles, France, she witnessed an incredible span of history, from the invention of the telephone to the moon landing. Calment's long life was filled with unique experiences, including meeting Vincent van Gogh when she was just a teenager. Her cheerful personality and active lifestyle contributed to her longevity. She enjoyed cycling until she was 100 and took up fencing in her 80s. Jeanne famously said, "If you can't do anything about it, don't worry about it." This positive outlook, combined with her love of chocolate and a glass of port wine daily, might have played a role in her extraordinary lifespan. The mystery behind her longevity fascinates scientists and researchers, leading to ongoing studies about aging and health. What secrets did Jeanne carry with her during her long life? Did you know sliced bread changed everything in 1928? This remarkable innovation came from American inventor Otto Frederick Rohvetter, who developed a machine that could slice and package bread effortlessly. Before this invention, people had to slice their loaves by hand, which was often messy and uneven. When sliced bread first hit the market, it transformed mealtime for families across America. With bread conveniently pre-sliced, making sandwiches became a breeze, enhancing lunch options for kids and adults alike. This change was so significant that it led to the famous phrase, "the greatest thing since sliced bread," to express how something new can drastically improve daily life. Interestingly, this invention emerged shortly after the creation of television in 1927, marking a time of great change in entertainment and food. Imagine how both inventions came to shape modern convenience and culture. What if I told you about Pennsylvania's Mount Davis? This stunning peak holds the title of the highest point in Pennsylvania, reaching an impressive elevation of 3,213 feet above sea level. While that sounds lofty, it's worth noting that this height is actually lower than Colorado's lowest point at the Arkansas River, which measures 3,117 feet. This comparison brilliantly illustrates how Colorado's stunning Rocky Mountains contribute to its overall high elevation. The Rocky Mountains form a dramatic backbone across the state, boasting numerous towering peaks. In contrast, Pennsylvania's geography is more gentle, with rolling hills and valleys that define its landscape. Mount Davis, located in the Appalachian region, offers picturesque views, and these features provide a stark yet fascinating contrast to Colorado's rugged terrain. So next time you think about mountains, remember how they shape the identity of each state differently. Hard to believe, but African gray parrots can talk. These fascinating birds have earned a reputation for their remarkable intelligence, rivaling that of young children. Studies show that African gray parrots can learn over 200 words and use them accurately in conversations. This ability goes beyond simple mimicry. These clever creatures show understanding by responding contextually to questions and comments. For example, if you ask one about its favorite toy, it might not just repeat the word, but express excitement and describe how it plays with it. Their social nature contributes to this skill, as they thrive in environments where communication is encouraged. Owners often report that these parrots develop a rich vocabulary and can engage in witty banter, making them not just companions, but also playful conversationalists. Isn't it incredible how these feathered friends communicate in such a human-like way? Let's uncover the truth about Natasha Demkina's vision. Natasha Demkina claims to have a remarkable ability that allows her to identify health issues like damaged organs, tumors, and fractures simply by looking at people. This unique talent has sparked curiosity and controversy around the world. Scientists in various countries have studied her skills, sometimes with skeptical eyes. Remarkably, Natasha has diagnosed patients without ever meeting them beforehand or having any physical contact. Her intriguing claims raise questions about the limits of human perception. Could there really be a way to sense medical conditions just by sight? While some studies suggest she might be tapping into intuitive clues, others remain doubtful, blaming coincidence. Despite the debates, Natasha's story continues to inspire both wonder and skepticism. What do you think? Is her ability real or just an illusion? Guess what really drives pet recovery efforts? Noseide is an innovative app that helps reunite lost dogs with their owners by using the unique nose prints of each pup, just like human fingerprints. Each dog has a one-of-a-kind nose print made up of ridges and patterns that can be easily recorded through a simple photo on the app. When a dog goes missing, the owner can quickly submit their pet's nose print to Noseide, and the app will search its database to see if any matches have been found. This revolutionary technology not only boosts the chances of finding lost pets, but also builds a community of pet lovers who are dedicated to helping one another. Imagine an entire network of dog owners coming together to ensure that every lost pup has a fighting chance to get back home. Isn't it amazing how we can use technology to strengthen the bond between pets and their humans? Turns out the truth is that hummingbirds are amazing. These tiny birds hold the record for the fastest metabolism among all bird species. To fuel their high-energy lifestyle, they need to consume an incredible amount of food, often up to twice their body weight in nectar every single day. Imagine having to eat that much. Their remarkable hearts beat at about 1,200 times per minute, helping to pump blood rapidly so they can dart around with astonishing agility. When they flap their wings, it's even more impressive, reaching a speed of 50 to 80 beats per second. This rapid wing movement is what creates their signature humming sound, and it also allows them to hover in midair as they sip from flowers. Hummingbirds play an essential role in pollination, making them not just fascinating to watch, but also vital for the ecosystems they inhabit. How do they manage all this energy? Did you know about Japan's unique sumo wrestling tradition? In Japan, sumo wrestlers have a remarkable way of connecting with their fans through a practice called kata. Instead of traditional signatures, these athletes use their handprints to create a lasting memory for admirers. This unique method has been passed down through generations, reflecting both the rich history and culture of sumo wrestling. When fans visit a sumo event, they get the exciting chance to meet their favorite wrestlers, who then stamp their hands onto special papers or souvenirs, leaving behind a giant, colorful imprint. These handprints are more than just marks. They serve as cherished keepsakes that fans can treasure for years. The Tata tradition emphasizes the bond between wrestlers and supporters, showcasing respect and appreciation on both sides. It's a beautiful fusion of sport and art, where each creation is unique and personal. So the next time you admire a sumo wrestler, remember the heartwarming ritual of Tata that brings fans closer to the world of this incredible sport. Believe it or not, stories can challenge your thinking. Engaging with a narrative often feels effortless, but it can actually require deep thought, especially when it comes to films. When watching a movie, it's tempting to just sit back and enjoy the visuals, but there's so much more happening beneath the surface. The transcript highlights that while simple stories may capture our attention, they also invite us to examine the details closely. This means noticing how imagery can evoke emotions and provoke thoughts. Think about your favorite scene. What do the colors, the music, or the character expressions convey? Paying attention to these elements can reveal hidden meanings and enhance your overall experience. So next time you find yourself immersed in a story, challenge yourself to dig a little deeper. Consider what the filmmaker might be trying to say beyond the basic plot. By doing this, you not only enrich your understanding, but also engage in a more meaningful way with the narrative. adding layers to your viewing or listening experience. What if I told you giraffes have a quirky courtship dance? During their fascinating courtship ritual, male giraffes engage in a rather unique behavior. They gently butt their heads against a female's rear end until she urinates. At first glance, this might seem surprising or even odd, but it serves a very important purpose. When the female finally does urinate, the male giraffe tests her urine for chemical signals, indicating whether she is ovulating. This is crucial information for the male, as it helps him determine the best time to mate. In the wild, timing is everything, especially in the competition for mates. This curious behavior not only highlights the giraffe's intriguing mating rituals, but also showcases how animals have adapted unique strategies to ensure their reproductive success. Next time you think about giraffes, remember this unusual dance of love. Have you ever wondered why artists use cuttlefish ink? CPIO ink, a fascinating brownish color, comes from the remarkable cuttlefish, a creature that has inspired artists for centuries. This natural ink source has a rich history, linking marine life with creative expression. In the past, painters and writers turned to this unique material for their art, as it offered vibrant color and a distinctive texture. The cuttlefish, a master of camouflage and adaptability, provided this special ink, showing just how intertwined our world's ecosystems are with human creativity. Using natural materials like CPIA ink not only reflects the resourcefulness of artists, but also highlights the beauty of nature. Today, as many artists seek sustainable options, cuttlefish-derived inks are making a comeback. It's a beautiful reminder that the ocean's treasures can become tools for expression, connecting us to both the marine world and the rich tapestry of human art. How will nature inspire your next creation? Spot the party plates in Ohio's new DUI law. Ohio has introduced an eye-catching initiative aimed at tackling DUI offenses. Offenders now must drive vehicles with distinctive yellow license plates adorned with large red letters, commonly known as party plates. This unique system serves a dual purpose. Not only does it identify those who have been convicted of DUI, but it also raises public awareness about the seriousness of driving under the influence. By making these vehicles easily recognizable, the initiative encourages community vigilance and aims to deter potential offenders. The idea behind the party plates is simple yet effective. By putting a spotlight on DUI cases, the program seeks to instill a sense of accountability in offenders and raise broader awareness about the dangers of impaired driving. Will this bold move help reduce DUI incidents in Ohio? Have you ever wondered why stars tell a story? The stars we see twinkling in the night sky aren't showing us their current selves. They're giving us a glimpse into the past. The light we observe from the farthest stars has journeyed for about 4,000 years, meaning it left those stars when the ancient Egyptian pyramids were still being constructed. Imagine that. Each point of light represents a moment in time, shining across the universe to reach our eyes today. So when you gaze up at those stars, you're seeing not just the wonders of the cosmos, but also the history of our world. It's fascinating to think that the very same light that illuminated the skies for ancient civilizations is still reaching us now. Next time you stargaze, remember you're witnessing a cosmic time capsule, connecting you directly to the past. Isn't that awe-inspiring? You won't believe this about the Mazda phone. The Mazda mobile phone gets its intriguing name from Ahura Mazda, a deity in ancient Persian culture who represents harmony and wisdom. By choosing this name, the creators intended to symbolize a new way of connecting people through technology. Imagine a device that not only keeps you in touch, but also embodies ideals of balance and fairness. Just as Ahura Mazda was revered for bringing order and light to the world, the Mazda phone aims to bring clarity and ease to communication. It's more than just a gadget. It's a tool that encourages understanding and connection among its users. As we navigate the complexities of our digital world, having a smartphone that reflects positive values like wisdom and harmony is refreshing. Will the Mazda phone become a symbol of unity in our increasingly divided world? Hard to believe, but mangoes are king of fruits. Mangoes have taken the world by storm, making them the most widely consumed fruit globally, even more popular than apples and bananas. With their luscious sweetness and juicy texture, it's no wonder people can't get enough of them. Originating from South Asia over 4,000 years ago, these vibrant fruits have traveled far and wide, becoming a beloved staple in many cuisines. In countries like India, mangoes aren't just fruit. They're celebrated in festivals, art, and culture. Their delicious flavor varies by variety, from the rich Alfonso to the refreshing Hayden. With numerous health benefits, including vitamins A and C, mangoes boost your immune system while making your taste buds dance. So the next time you bite into a succulent mango, remember you're enjoying a global sensation that has captivated fruit lovers all over the world. Did you know spelling bees are uniquely American? In these exciting competitions, participants face off to correctly spell a series of challenging words, all in the quest to be crowned champion. While these events are highly popular in the US, they are surprisingly rare in many non-English speaking countries. This tradition dates back to the 19th century, gaining momentum with initiatives like the Scripps National Spelling Bee, which has showcased young talent since 1925. Spelling bees not only help improve vocabulary and spelling skills, but also foster a sense of community among participants. Contestants often spend months preparing, which includes studying word lists and practicing under pressure. Though the concept might seem odd elsewhere, in America, this thrilling blend of education and competition continues to captivate audiences. So why do you think spelling bees haven't taken off globally? Guess what really drives the FIFA World Cup's popularity? The FIFA World Cup is not just a tournament, it's a global phenomenon that captivates billions of fans. Held every 4 years, this event showcases the world's best soccer nations competing for glory. It attracts a massive audience, with an estimated 3.5 billion people tuning in for the tournament. The excitement builds as teams battle for the prestigious trophy, uniting diverse cultures and fostering a spirit of camaraderie among fans. Iconic moments like Diego Maradona's Hand of God and Brazil's mesmerizing goals have etched themselves into sports history. Every World Cup, we witness stunning underdog stories and unforgettable matches that change the course of soccer. Social media buzzes with excitement as supporters rally behind their teams, sharing their passions with countless others. So, what continues to make the FIFA World Cup the most widely viewed sporting event in the world? Is it really true that the moon landing was faked? Not at all. The historic event of July 20th, 1969, when astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin stepped onto the lunar surface, is backed by solid evidence. First off, NASA brought back over 800 pounds of moon rocks, which have unique properties that can't be replicated on Earth. Scientists all around the world have studied these samples and confirmed their origin. Then there are the thousands of images captured by lunar orbiters, which clearly show the Apollo landing sites, complete with equipment and footprints left by astronauts. Furthermore, the complexity of the technology at the time makes it nearly impossible to fake such a monumental feat. With thousands of people working on the Apollo missions, maintaining a conspiracy would be incredibly difficult. So next time you hear about moon landing hoaxes, remember the real science behind this incredible achievement. Believe it or not, Kentucky had a bathing law. Back in the 1800s, the state of Kentucky decided to tackle the issue of hygiene by passing a rather unusual law. Citizens were required to bathe at least once a year. Imagine that. This law reflected the social concerns of the time, as many people were unaware of the importance of regular bathing for health. The reason behind this mandate stemmed from the era's struggles with disease and a lack of understanding about germs. Oftentimes, poor hygiene contributed to illnesses, so lawmakers thought they could make a positive change by encouraging cleanliness. The law might sound funny to us today, but it shows how far society has come in recognizing the importance of personal hygiene. While this quirky regulation is long gone, it serves as a reminder of how attitudes toward cleanliness and health have evolved significantly. Can you picture the conversations that must have happened when people realized they were legally required to wash up at least once a year? What if I told you about the Andes Mountains? The Andes are the longest mountain range in the world, reaching over 4,300 miles. That's longer than the distance from coast to coast across the United States. These majestic mountains run along the western edge of South America, spanning 7 countries including Venezuela, Colombia, and Chile. The Andes are not just about length, they also soar to incredible heights, with peaks like Aconcagua, which is the tallest mountain outside Asia, standing at over 22,800 feet. Rich in biodiversity and culture, the Andes are home to unique wildlife, ancient civilizations like the Incas, and vibrant ecosystems that range from glaciers to tropical forests. With such striking landscapes and a fascinating history, the Andes offer a breathtaking glimpse into Earth's geological wonders. Have you ever thought about exploring this remarkable mountain range? Nature's tiny champions inspire big innovations. This discovery helps scientists better understand aerodynamics, particularly by studying the amazing flight capabilities of bumblebees. Despite their small size, these remarkable insects have mastered the art of flying, efficiently maneuvering through the air, and showcasing nature's ingenuity. Researchers have observed that bumblebees can hover, dart, and even fly backwards, defying traditional aerodynamic principles that often apply to larger aircraft. By analyzing their wing movements and techniques, experts are unlocking secrets that can inform the design of robots and drones. This means that innovations in robotics and drone technology could lead to more agile and efficient machines, mimicking the bumblebee's ability to navigate complex environments. So, the next time you see a bumblebee buzzing around, remember that it's not just a cute insect, it's a source of inspiration for cutting-edge technology that could revolutionize how we think about flight. Can Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood boost children's patience? A fascinating study by Yale psychologists shows that kids who watch Mr. Rogers' show not only remembered more storylines but also displayed a surprising increase in their ability to wait for things. These findings reveal how the gentle approach of Mr. Rogers may be influencing young minds in ways that benefit their emotional and social development. Unlike the fast-paced scenes of Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers took time to explore feelings and relationships, encouraging kids to think and reflect. This slower pace seems to help children develop patience and self-control, skills that are essential for navigating everyday life. The research suggests that the lessons from Mr. Rogers can extend beyond entertainment, potentially shaping how children process information and interact with the world. What do you think makes his show so special? This might surprise you. Nuclear energy can reduce carbon footprints. Nuclear energy is a powerhouse when it comes to generating electricity with significantly lower carbon emissions than traditional fossil fuels. The incredible discovery of nuclear fission opened up a new frontier in energy production, allowing us to harness the immense energy stored in atomic nuclei. By developing nuclear reactors, we've been able to produce large amounts of electricity that can power homes, industries, and cities. However, while the benefits are substantial, like reducing greenhouse gases, there are serious risks to consider, such as the potential for accidents and the challenge of nuclear waste management. The debate continues about how to balance these dangers with the urgent need for clean energy solutions. Can we harness the power of nuclear energy safely for a sustainable future? Bermuda's beauty and mystique. What makes it special? Bermuda is a British overseas territory nestled in the North Atlantic Ocean, and it's packed with allure. Comprising around 138 islands, this stunning archipelago boasts breathtaking beaches that glitter under the sun, alongside vibrant coral reefs teeming with marine life. Its subtropical climate draws visitors all year round, making it a perfect getaway for sun-seekers and adventure lovers alike. But that's not all. Bermuda is also famously linked to the mysterious Bermuda Triangle, a region that has sparked countless stories and theories about vanishing ships and planes. The intriguing blend of natural beauty and enigmatic history makes Bermuda more than just a travel destination. With its beautiful pink sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and charming local culture, it's no wonder that people are captivated by its charm. Whether you're relaxing on the beach, snorkeling in its colorful reefs, or uncovering the tales of the Bermuda Triangle, this destination offers something truly unique for everyone. What if I told you roosters have a distance rule? In Kenilworth, Illinois, local noise regulations state that roosters must crow at least 300 feet away from any home, while hens can only cackle from 200 feet back. This unique law is designed to ensure peace and quiet for residents living in this suburban area. Imagine waking up to the sound of a rooster crowing right outside your window. With these distance requirements, Kenilworth aims to keep its neighborhoods tranquil while still allowing residents to enjoy having chickens. Many people love the idea of raising backyard chickens for fresh eggs, but noise can be a concern. By setting these rules, the community balances the joys of chicken keeping with the need for a peaceful living environment. So next time you hear a rooster's crow from afar, think of Kenilworth's clever approach to maintaining harmony in their charming residential streets. Did you know about Anthony Hopkins' unique 1987 revelation? In that year, it was uncovered that the acclaimed actor Anthony Hopkins notably did not hold a full-time job in 1901. Instead, he dedicated this time to honing his acting skills, a decision that would set the stage for his extraordinary career. While most people pursue stable careers, Hopkins took a different path by immersing himself in the world of performance. This dedication to his craft allowed him to develop a deep understanding of characters and storytelling, elements that would later shine in his iconic roles. Imagine a young Hopkins passionately studying and practicing without the distractions of a 9-to-5 job. His commitment paid off as he became one of the most celebrated actors of his generation. His journey shows that sometimes stepping off the traditional career path can lead to incredible achievements. What if I told you France tops travel charts? With stunning sights like the Eiffel Tower and the beautiful beaches of the French Riviera, France attracts millions of visitors each year, making it the most popular travel destination in Europe. This enchanting country offers a unique mix of art, culture, and cuisine that captivates tourists from around the globe. Following closely behind is Spain, known for its vibrant festivals, historical landmarks, and delicious tapas. These two countries highlight Europe's charm, showcasing why it remains a go-to hotspot for travelers. From the romantic streets of Paris to the lively squares of Barcelona, there's an adventure waiting around every corner. Whether you dream of exploring majestic castles or lounging on sunny beaches, Europe provides experiences that can delight anyone. How do you plan to explore this breathtaking continent? Did you know that giant isopods are huge ocean scavengers? These fascinating creatures, which look a lot like oversized cockroaches, can grow more than 2 feet long. Living in the deep sea, giant isopods are masterful survivors, often managing to go long stretches without food. Why? They've evolved to thrive in an environment where meals can be scarce, so when they do find something, they feast. Their primary role in the ocean ecosystem is to consume decomposing matter, such as dead fish and other organic debris, helping to clean up the ocean floor. By doing this, they recycle nutrients back into the ecosystem, supporting other marine life. Next time you think about ocean critters, remember that these unusual scavengers play a vital part in keeping underwater habitats healthy and balanced. Isn't it amazing how such large creatures can thrive in the depths of the sea? Imagine elephants enjoying live piano performances. Paul Barton, a talented pianist from England, took an extraordinary path that led him to Thailand, where he performs unique piano recitals for elephants. This heartwarming project not only entertains these majestic creatures, but also builds a remarkable connection between them and classical music. Elephants, known for their sensitive hearing, respond to the soothing sounds of the piano, showcasing their appreciation in delightful ways. Barton's concerts take place at an elephant sanctuary, aiming to raise awareness about these magnificent animals and their conservation. By blending art with nature, he highlights the power of music to touch all beings. As people gather to witness this extraordinary spectacle, they discover how music transcends barriers and brings together humans and animals. Isn't it amazing how a simple act of playing the piano can create such beautiful connections? Did you know James Hoban designed the White House? This incredible landmark, the residence of U.S. presidents, has a rich history that many people might not realize involves an Irish immigrant. James Hoban arrived in America during the late 18th century, bringing with him a strong architectural background. When the United States government sought an architect to create an official residence, Hoban submitted his design, which skillfully blended neoclassical elements with functionality. His vision won him the commission, and construction of the White House began in 1792. Despite the challenges of building amid political tension and limited resources, Hoban persevered, and the White House was completed in 1800. Unfortunately, many still credit American architects only for its design. This oversight overlooks Hoban's significant contribution to one of the most iconic buildings in the world. His legacy reminds us of the diverse influences that shape national landmarks, celebrating the blend of cultures that define America's rich history. Isn't it fascinating to think about the stories behind such well-known places? What if I told you Jesus had siblings? The Abiyanite Christians were an intriguing early sect of Jewish Christians who held very different beliefs about Jesus compared to mainstream Christianity. Unlike many others who embraced the idea of divine conception, the Abiyanite believed Jesus was the biological son of Mary and Joseph. They explained that Jesus was chosen by God for his mission, but not born from a supernatural origin. This viewpoint led them to assert that Jesus had siblings, which directly contradicted the traditional Christian narrative of Mary remaining a virgin. Because of these beliefs, the Abiyanite faced intense scrutiny and were often labeled as heretics by the dominant religious institutions of their time. Their views were largely suppressed, leading to a fascinating chapter in the history of early Christianity, as they challenged the accepted norms surrounding Jesus' identity and family. How does this shape our understanding of early Christian diversity? Did you know that society depends on women for survival? If all females suddenly vanished from the planet, humanity's future would look bleak. With around 3.8 billion women among the 8.5 billion people on Earth, their absence would spell disaster for human reproduction. Today, women play essential roles not just in families but also in communities and economies. Without females, not a single new human could be born, as natural reproduction requires both male and female contributions. Men would face the daunting reality of a world where life could not continue. While science has made strides in reproductive technology, the complete lack of women would still create insurmountable challenges. This thought-provoking scenario serves as a reminder of just how critical female presence and participation are in all aspects of life. So what would our world look like if we lost half of our population? Here's something incredible about Oxford University. Established in 1096, Oxford is one of the oldest universities in the world, with formal teaching recognized as early as 1167. This institution has been a beacon of knowledge, educating countless scholars, poets, and world leaders over nearly a millennium. While the Aztec Empire was only founded in 1325, with the rise of Tenochtitlan, Oxford was already laying the groundwork for academic excellence. The university has continually evolved, adapting to new ideas and challenges, thus preserving and transmitting knowledge through generations. This rich history reflects how education can shape societies, influencing everything from science to literature. Imagine learning in a place where J.R.R. Tolkien and Stephen Hawking once walked the halls. The global impact of Oxford demonstrates that great ideas can flourish long before and long after empires rise and fall. What legacy will future scholars leave behind? This might surprise you. The Corinth Canal's breathtaking views. This narrow waterway in Greece connects the Ionian Sea with the Aegean Sea, offering sailors a shortcut that saves them time and effort. As you navigate through this stunning canal, towering rock walls rise majestically on either side, creating a feeling similar to being inside a natural tunnel. This impressive engineering feat, completed in the late 19th century, is only about 6.3 kilometers long, but makes a significant impact on maritime travel. The canal's history dates back to ancient times, with plans by emperors like Nero to build it much earlier. Today, it attracts not just boats and ships, but also tourists eager to witness its stunning cliffs and serene waters. Whether you're sailing through it or simply standing on the banks, the Corinth Canal is a remarkable blend of natural beauty and human ingenuity. Are you ready to explore its wonders? Did you know that hiccups have a quirky backstory? These odd little noises come from involuntary contractions of the diaphragm, the big muscle that helps us breathe. When the diaphragm suddenly contracts, it pulls air into the lungs, but the vocal cords close right after, creating that classic hiccup sound. You might find yourself hiccuping after gobbling down a meal too fast or sipping on fizzy drinks like soda. Even something as simple as irritation of the phrenic nerve, which helps control the diaphragm, can trigger these pesky hiccups. While they usually go away on their own, they can be annoying, causing people to try all sorts of home remedies to get rid of them. Have you ever tried holding your breath or drinking water upside down? They might sound silly, but people swear by them. Hiccups are just one of those funny little quirks of the human body. Here's what actually happens when dicks mate. These adorable antelopes, native to the dense forests of East Africa, are quite unique in the animal kingdom. Unlike most antelopes that prefer to roam in herds or form transient relationships, dicks are known for their lifelong monogamy. Once they find a partner, they stick together for life, reinforcing their bond through mutual grooming and shared vigilance. They are often seen grazing peacefully together, and their strong partnership helps them thrive in their natural habitat. During the breeding season, a couple can intensely protect their territory, making sure it remains safe from intruders. This commitment to one another is not just about love, it's a survival strategy that allows them to raise their young in a secure environment. Isn't it fascinating how these small antelopes create such lasting connections in the wild? Can you imagine planets fitting between Earth and Moon? Scientists have revealed that if you placed all the planets of our solar system in a line, they would actually fit between our planet Earth and the Moon, which is about 238,855 miles away. The largest planet, Jupiter, is about 86,881 miles in diameter, while our smallest planet, Mercury, is just 3,032 miles across. When lined up side by side, even though they cover a vast amount of space, they would take up a surprisingly small portion of the distance to our nearest celestial neighbor. This fascinating fact highlights just how enormous space is, as well as how relatively small the planets are in the grand scale of the universe. Next time you look up at the moon, consider that the entire solar system's planets could fit in that gap, an exciting reminder of our place in the cosmos. Believe it or not, you meet killers every day. According to research, the average person encounters around 36 killers throughout their lifetime, particularly if they live to be 100 years old. This startling figure suggests that many of these dangerous individuals blend into society, often hiding in plain sight. While we might think of murderers as extreme outliers, statistics tell a different story. Many may never face justice, leaving their crimes unsolved. These individuals could be anyone, a stranger on the street, a neighbor, or even someone working in your community. Understanding this chilling reality highlights the importance of awareness and safety in our daily lives. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? While the vast majority of people are good, the danger can be lurking close by, reminding us to stay vigilant and never underestimate the unpredictability of the world around us. What if I told you about poke bonnets? These unique hats were a striking fashion statement for women in the past. Poke bonnets featured long, wide brims designed to shield their faces from the sun and prying eyes. The brims could extend quite far, often creating a sort of mysterious aura around the wearer, since only people standing directly in front could see their faces clearly. This style gained popularity in the 19th century and showcased the intriguing relationship between fashion and social norms. Women of that time used these bonnets not just for protection from the elements, but also as a means to adhere to societal expectations regarding modesty and femininity. The poke bonnet trend reflected an era where personal appearance spoke volumes, and it's fascinating to consider how such styles evolve with societal values. Today, these hats seem almost whimsical when we look at their place in history. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as a hat can reveal so much about the culture and times in which it was worn? Did you know Iguazu Falls has 275 breathtaking waterfalls? This magnificent natural wonder sits on the border between Argentina and Brazil, captivating visitors with its incredible beauty and sheer power. The falls stretch over nearly 2 miles and consist of a breathtaking series of waterfalls cascading into the Iguazu River. Each waterfall is unique, with varying heights and shapes, creating a stunning panorama that leaves onlookers in awe. When you visit, You can walk along paths for up-close views or even take boat rides that get you splashed by the misty spray. The surrounding rainforest is home to diverse wildlife, so along with the sound of rushing water, you might spot colorful birds like toucans or playful monkeys swinging from the trees. The name Iguazu comes from the indigenous Guarani language, meaning big water, which is truly fitting. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is not just a visual feast, it's also a reminder of the incredible natural forces at work in our world. Isn't it amazing how nature can create such spectacular scenery? Can you guess how many smells we can detect? It might surprise you to learn that humans have the amazing ability to distinguish over 1 trillion different odors. This incredible capacity showcases not just how keen our sense of smell is, but also how it plays a vital role in our everyday lives. Our noses are equipped with around 400 types of scent receptors, each capable of identifying specific odor molecules. When these receptors interact with various chemicals in the air, they send signals to our brain, creating a unique scent profile. This allows us to enjoy the sweet aroma of fresh bread, the earthy scent of rain, or even the hint of smoke from a campfire. Smell is intricately linked to memory and emotion, explained by the fact that odors can trigger powerful recollections and feelings. Imagine walking through a park filled with blooming flowers and being transported back to childhood. Understanding the complexity of our olfactory system not only highlights our unique human experience, but also emphasizes how smells can enhance our connection to the world around us. Did you know snakes can hear vibrations? Contrary to what many think, snakes aren't completely deaf. While they don't have outer ears like humans or dogs, they have a unique way of catching sounds. Instead of collecting sound waves through the air, snakes detect vibrations through the ground. Their bodies are finely tuned to pick up on these shifts, helping them sense movement and sounds around them. When a snake rests on a surface like the ground or a branch, it can feel even the tiniest tremors, allowing it to be alert to potential prey or predators. This special hearing ability is vital for their survival, especially since many snakes rely on stealth while hunting. So next time you see a snake lounging in the sun, remember it's not just sunbathing. It's also tuned into the world beneath its scales. Why exactly does Julia Tuttle deserve our attention? Julia Tuttle, a remarkable businesswoman in the 19th century, holds the unique distinction of being the only woman to have founded a major U.S. city, Miami, Florida. In a time when women's contributions were often overshadowed, Tuttle boldly championed the expansion of Henry Flagler's railroad to her area. Her persuasive efforts turned what was once a wild and undeveloped landscape into a vibrant urban center, bustling with life and opportunity. Sadly, for many years, her significant role went unrecognized. However, as history began to shine a light on her achievements, Tuttle's legacy started to receive the honor it deserves. Today, a statue of her stands in Miami, serving as a tribute to her pioneering spirit and the vital role she played in shaping one of America's most famous cities. It's crucial to celebrate figures like Tuttle, whose stories inspire us to appreciate the often overlooked contributions of women in history. Guess what really drives the kakapo's charm? This unique bird, also known as the lettuce parrot, is New Zealand's pride and joy. Standing out as the heaviest parrot in the world, the kakapo can weigh up to 4 kilograms. Despite its size, this fascinating creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to come alive after sunset. With its bright green feathers resembling the lush foliage of its forest home, the kakapo is both an adorable and elusive sight. Unfortunately, this incredible species faces significant threats, including habitat loss and predation by introduced species. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these stunning birds, with dedicated teams working to monitor and breed kakapos in safe environments. This beloved avian icon symbolizes the importance of preserving our unique wildlife. How can we help ensure a brighter future for the kakapo? Let's uncover the truth about benzene's structure. In 1865, chemist Friedrich August Kekulé proposed a groundbreaking idea. Benzene, a crucial component in organic chemistry, has a unique ring structure. Imagine a circle made up of 6 carbon atoms, where each carbon connects to 1 hydrogen atom, creating a nifty hexagon. What's fascinating is the alternating single and double bonds between the carbon atoms. This wasn't just a random guess. Quirky envisioned the structure by dreaming of a snake eating its own tail, symbolizing the molecule's circular arrangement. This revolutionary concept helped explain benzene's unusual stability and its role in various chemical reactions. Today, benzene is not just a chemical curiosity. It's used in countless products, from plastics to dyes. So next time you hear about benzene, remember its remarkable journey from a dream to a scientific breakthrough. Surprisingly, it's a fact that icons matter. Scholars take the design of icons and user interfaces seriously, dedicating years to their study. Think about how something as simple as a tiny gear or a three-line hamburger icon can symbolize settings on your phone or computer. Experts analyze these elements to understand how they affect our interactions with technology. This fascinating field mirrors what some might call emoji psychology. It dives deep into how visual symbols influence our feelings and decisions. For instance, a well-designed icon can make it easier for you to navigate an app, while a confusing one might lead to frustration. By understanding the power of these symbols, designers can create friendly and effective tech experiences that resonate with all users. So the next time you click on an app, remember there's a whole world of thought behind those little images. Have you ever counted your daily words? On average, men use about 15,000 words each day, while women are known to use around 30,000. This fascinating difference in communication styles has intrigued researchers for years. While it might seem like women are simply chatty, it's important to understand that this variance is not just about volume. It reflects how we connect with one another. Women often engage in more interpersonal communication, discussing feelings, relationships, and daily experiences, which may contribute to a higher word count. Men, on the other hand, might focus on succinct communication, sharing information more directly, or engaging in problem-solving discussions. This doesn't mean one way is better than the other. They just serve different purposes in our daily interactions. So next time you find yourself chatting with friends or family, think about how your daily word count stacks up. How do you express your thoughts and feelings? Are you more of a chatter or a minimalist in conversation? Male giraffes have a wild courtship strategy. When it comes to attracting female giraffes, these towering animals employ a rather unexpected method. Male giraffes will actually headbutt females in the bladder to encourage them to urinate. You might wonder why they do this, and the answer lies in their unique mating rituals. The male then tastes the urine, a rather unusual choice to determine if the female is ovulating. This strange behavior helps ensure that the male's time and energy are spent on mating with a female who is ready to conceive. Interestingly, this unique method reflects the giraffe's adaptations to their environment, where scent plays a crucial role in communication and reproduction. So the next time you see a giraffe, remember that their mating habits are as fascinating as their long necks. It's a reminder of how diverse and surprising animal behaviors can be in the wild. Can you guess the meaning behind the Olympic rings? Each time you see the iconic 5 rings, you're looking at a colorful symbol of global unity in sports. These rings represent the continents of the world, helping to connect athletes from varied backgrounds during the Olympic Games. Blue symbolizes Oceania, with its beautiful islands and vibrant cultures. Black stands for Africa, showcasing its rich diversity and heritage. Red represents America, linking both North and South America. Yellow is for Asia, home to some of the largest and most populous nations. Finally, green signifies Europe, known for its rich history and contributions to sport. Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of the modern Olympic Games, created this symbol in 1913 to represent the coming together of athletes worldwide. Each ring overlaps with the others, showing that, despite our differences, we can unite through sport. So, next time you watch the Olympics, remember that those 5 rings are more than just colors. They embody the spirit of friendship and competition across the globe. Here's a wild fact about Ivan the Terrible. Ivan IV, who ruled Russia in the 1500s, was the first person to officially hold the title of Tsar. This title, derived from the Latin word Caesar, signified his authority and ambitions to be a sovereign ruler. Known for his fierce and sometimes ruthless governance, Ivan worked to centralize power in Russia and diminish the influence of the nobility. He was famous for his unpredictable behavior, leading to both reforms and widespread fear among his subjects. One notable event during his reign was the establishment of the Oprichnina, a state policy that allowed him to eliminate opponents through various means, including violence. Ivan's reign marked a pivotal period in Russian history, laying the groundwork for future czars. Despite his harsh methods, he also contributed to cultural and territorial expansion, unifying Russia under a single ruler. The impact of his rule is still debated today. How do you think he shaped modern Russia? Surprisingly, Muhammad connects deeply with the seasons. This remarkable connection highlights how the name Muhammad embodies a rich tapestry of meaning and cultural significance across different seasons. In various traditions, the essence of Muhammad is celebrated in each season through festivals, rituals, and reflections. For example, in spring, the blossoming of flowers symbolizes new beginnings and hope, aligning with the themes of renewal often associated with Muhammad's teachings. Summer brings warmth and light, reminding believers of his role as a guiding figure during life's brightest moments. As autumn arrives, the falling leaves lead us to ponder change and gratitude, both key aspects emphasized in Muhammad's messages. Finally, winter's chill encourages introspection and charity, echoing the compassion Muhammad modeled in his life. This unique perspective on the seasons invites us to explore the deeper meanings behind the name Muhammad and its relevance throughout the year. Did you know the Rubik's Cube was a teaching tool? Erno Rubik, a Hungarian architect and professor, created this iconic puzzle in 1974 to help his students grasp geometry concepts. While he designed it with educational intentions, he became intrigued by how challenging it was to actually solve the cube. After spending an entire month wrestling with the puzzle, he eventually found a solution. This intense exploration revealed the complex nature of the cube, which combines logic, spatial reasoning, and problem-solving skills. Today, the Rubik's Cube is not just a classroom aid, it has transformed into a worldwide phenomenon, inspiring competitions, online tutorials, and a community of speed cubers eager to improve their solving times. It's fascinating to think that such a popular and challenging toy started as an educational tool. So whether you're a seasoned cuber or just curious about this colorful puzzle, remember its humble origins and the genius behind its creation. Is it really true that Dexter was inspired by Pedro Filio? The chilling story of Pedro Filio, a vigilante serial killer, served as a major inspiration for the character Dexter Morgan in the popular books and TV series Dexter. Filio gained notoriety for targeting criminals, as he believed he was delivering justice in a flawed system. While he was locked away in prison, he killed at least 47 people, all of whom were fellow inmates with criminal backgrounds. This dark tale raises intriguing questions about morality and the nature of justice. Just like Dexter, who struggles with his own dark impulses while only targeting those who have committed heinous crimes, Filio operated under his personal code. This connection between reality and fiction shows how true crime can seep into our stories, making us wonder about the fine line between hero and villain. How does this influence our perception of justice? Did you know A is missing from numbers 1 to 1,000? It's fascinating to explore how the letter A doesn't show up in any numeral from 1 to 999. This curious quirk of the English language highlights unexpected patterns that can emerge in everyday counting. If you think about it, as we count in English, we use a combination of words like 1, 2, 3, and so on, none of which contain the letter A. The only time you'll encounter A in the context of counting happens when we get to the word thousand in 1,000. Just imagine the oddity of saying 1,000 without that letter appearing in all the earlier numbers. This little observation prompts us to appreciate the intricacies and surprises of language, even in places we might not expect. It's like a hidden treasure in a familiar landscape. Once you notice it, you can't help but grin at the uniqueness of it all. How many more quirky patterns can you find in everyday language? Why exactly does Goldilocks steal the spotlight? The original version of the beloved story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, was quite different from what we know today. In the earliest tale, published in the 19th century, an old woman, not a little girl, finds her way into the cozy home of three bears. Each bear, varying in size, has their own special chair and bowl of porridge. The twist? Instead of the playful Goldilocks, this old woman explores the bears' house, sampling their food and trying out their furniture. Over time, this narrative transformed, leading to the introduction of a curious, golden-haired girl who becomes infamous for her mischievous adventures. The change from an old woman to a young girl reflects society's shifting values and interests, making Goldilocks a memorable character. Isn't it fascinating how stories evolve over time? Let's uncover the truth about Saturn's surprising floatability. If you ever wondered if Saturn could float, imagine putting it in a giant bathtub. Saturn is unique because of its low density, primarily made up of hydrogen and helium, which are lighter than water. This means that if we had a bathtub big enough, Saturn would actually stay on the surface instead of sinking. This incredible fact showcases the gas giant's unusual physical properties compared to Earth and other planets. While Earth has a solid surface and a much higher density, Saturn's fluffy gas layers create a very different experience. It's fascinating to consider the implications of a planet floating in water. What would it look like? Would we see its beautiful rings glistening in the sunlight? Saturn's low density also leads to other interesting phenomena, including its strikingly beautiful rings. So what else does this gas giant have in store for us? Meet Corleo, the robot rideshare revolutionizing travel. Imagine zipping across tricky terrains with a robot as your trusty ride. That's exactly what Corleo offers. Developed by the innovative minds at Kawasaki, this next-generation quadruped robot is set to shine at the Osaka Kansai 2025 Expo. Designed primarily as a personal transportation solution, Corleo uniquely blends motorcycle engineering with cutting-edge robotic systems, allowing it to navigate both challenging landscapes and urban environments with ease. Its four-leg design means it can traverse uneven surfaces that traditional vehicles struggle with. Whether you're tackling rocky paths or navigating a bustling festival, Corleo is ready to transform your travel experience. Get ready to hop on board this futuristic marvel where technology meets adventure and the concept of personal transport takes on a whole new meaning. Will you be one of the first to ride Corleo when it debuts? Is it really true that Minnesota bans ducks on road trips? You won't believe this quirky law. Minnesota has a unique regulation about our feathered friends. It prohibits crossing state lines with a pet duck, yet allows geese to waltz across borders without any issues. How strange is that? The distinction between ducks and geese in this law seems arbitrary, leaving many scratching their heads. The reason behind this bird law isn't entirely clear, but some speculate that ducks may be associated with certain health regulations or risks that don't apply to geese. Regardless, this regulation reflects Minnesota's rich culture, where wildlife and nature play significant roles in daily life. So if you're planning a trip with a pet duck, remember to check your state laws. Otherwise, you might be turning back before you even start the adventure. Can you imagine that birds impact Arctic weather? Migrating seabirds play a surprising role in our environment. Each year, these feathered travelers journey thousands of miles, and along the way, they leave behind droppings rich in ammonia. This might sound unpleasant, but it has a crucial purpose. When ammonia enters the atmosphere, it can help form clouds. These clouds are essential because they reflect sunlight back into space, which can cool the already frigid Arctic region. With climate change posing a threat to the polar areas, every little bit helps. So the next time you see these amazing birds flying overhead, remember their incredible contributions to our climate systems. They're not just flying from point A to point B, they're playing a vital role in protecting our planet by influencing weather patterns. Isn't it fascinating how interconnected nature can be? Did you know giraffes have the highest blood pressure? This fascinating fact is essential for understanding how these incredible animals survive in the wild. Giraffes' towering necks can reach around 2 meters, placing their heads far above their hearts. To ensure that blood gets pumped all the way up to their brains, Their hearts must work extra hard, creating the highest blood pressure among mammals. It's a unique adaptation that helps them stay healthy and alert, especially when they need to spot predators from a distance. Interestingly, if a giraffe bends down to drink, the pressure can drop suddenly, leading to a risk of fainting if they're not careful. This extraordinary system showcases nature's incredible engineering and helps explain why giraffes are such majestic creatures, soaring over the savannas with their long necks and graceful movements. Can you imagine having to deal with such high pressure every day? Guess what really drives the fastest ball ever? July, a thrilling sport that originated in China, showcases a level of speed and skill that few other games can match. This exciting game features a ball that can soar at an astonishing 186 miles per hour, making it the fastest ball in the world. Imagine the adrenaline as players use a curved paddle to launch the ball against a wall where it rebounds and zips back with incredible speed. Athletes must possess lightning-fast reflexes and exceptional coordination to keep up with such rapid gameplay. As the ball whizzes through the air, players engage in a heart-pounding battle of skill and strategy, drawing spectators from around the globe. While it might not be as widely recognized as soccer or basketball, July offers a unique blend of tradition and modern excitement. If you're looking for a sport that truly tests agility and quick thinking, July is definitely worth checking out. So can you imagine hitting or receiving a ball traveling at that astonishing speed? Discover the unique exam twist in Bhutan. In this beautiful Himalayan kingdom, students face a surprising challenge when it comes to exams. They may be required to answer questions in verse or poetry form. This creative approach transforms traditional assessments into an opportunity for artistic expression. Imagine preparing for a science test by crafting and rhyming your answers instead of writing standard essays. It encourages students to think outside the box and demonstrates how knowledge can be expressed in diverse ways. This method not only makes learning more engaging, but it also fosters a deeper understanding of the subjects. By blending academic rigor with creativity, Bhutanese schools inspire their students to express their ideas vividly and original. Could this playful twist be the future of learning elsewhere? Did you know sunlight can ruin your beer fast? Just a quick 10 seconds of direct sunlight can change your chilled beverage from delightful to undesirable. When beer is exposed to sunlight, a chemical reaction takes place that produces a compound known as skunky flavor. This happens because ultraviolet UV light interacts with hops, a key ingredient in brewing. The reaction creates 3-methyl-2-butene-1-thiol, the very essence of that unpleasant skunky taste. Many craft brewers take great care to package their beers in dark bottles or cans, specifically to protect them from this harmful light exposure. So next time you reach for a cold one on a sunny day, remember, it's best to keep it in the cooler or covered up. If you ever wondered why some beers taste strange after they've been sitting in the sun, now you know the science behind it. Your taste buds will thank you for keeping it shady while enjoying a refreshing brew. Have you ever wondered why space is silent? In the vastness of space, there's no sound. This surprising fact stems from the nature of sound itself. Sound waves need a medium, like air, water, or solids, to travel through. In a vacuum, such as outer space, there isn't any air or material to carry those vibrations, leading to a complete absence of sound. Many sci-fi movies depict epic space battles filled with roaring engines and explosive sounds. But in reality, these cosmic encounters would be utterly silent. Imagine astronauts floating in this silent void. They wouldn't hear anything, even if their ship was in distress. The universe, while full of incredible phenomena, doesn't produce the sounds we often take for granted on Earth. Instead, skilled scientists use sensors and advanced equipment to capture the vibrations of celestial bodies, translating them into data we can understand. This unique silence might be unsettling, yet it's a key part of what makes space so mysterious and intriguing. So the next time you're watching a space movie, remember, it's all fiction when it comes to sound. Here's something incredible about Colorado's highways. The state has made a surprising adjustment to its road measurements, changing the first 420 kilometers of its highways to 499 kilometers. This minor alteration might seem trivial at first glance, but it reflects a meticulous approach to accuracy in road signage. Why did this adjustment happen? It's all about keeping things precise. By slightly modifying the kilometer marking, Colorado aims to provide more exact information for drivers navigating its scenic routes. Accurate measurements help in planning travel times and fuel efficiencies, making the journey smoother for everyone. Plus, this change showcases how even small tweaks can have significant impacts on road safety and navigation. So next time you find yourself cruising along Colorado's beautiful highways, remember this little fact. Your journey is guided by measurements that strive for perfection. Is it really true that Universal Studios has robot dragons? Absolutely! Universal Studios has taken innovation to a whole new level by transforming robot dogs into spectacular, realistic dragons. This amazing feat is inspired by the beloved characters from the animated film How to Train Your Dragon. Imagine a creature soaring above you, its scales shimmering under the lights as it breathes fire, or rather special effects that simulate flames. The creators at Universal Studios meticulously designed these robotic dragons to capture the same awe-inspiring detail and personality seen in the movie. The result is an unforgettable visual experience for guests, as the dragons seem to leap straight off the screen. As visitors watch, they can't help but feel the thrill of seeing these mythical beasts come to life in a way they never expected. This blend of robotics and storytelling showcases how technology can enhance entertainment, creating magical moments for fans of all ages. What a fantastic way to bring the world of dragons to life right before our eyes. Why exactly does Iceland have no standing army? This fascinating fact is rooted in the country's unique culture and history. Iceland, known for its stunning landscapes and vibrant community, has opted for a path of peace since it gained independence in 1944. Instead of a military force, Iceland relies on a strong belief in diplomacy and cooperation with other nations. Its police officers often patrol unarmed during the day, reflecting the society's high level of trust in each other. With a focus on community and conflict resolution, Iceland boasts one of the lowest crime rates in the world. This approach emphasizes safety and well-being, allowing the country to allocate more resources to education and public welfare instead of military spending. As a result, many Icelanders feel secure in their daily lives, which raises the question, could this model inspire other nations to rethink their security strategies? Guess what really drives the placebo effect? This fascinating phenomenon shows how our minds can influence our bodies in amazing ways. When patients are given a placebo, an inactive treatment that often looks like a real medicine, they can still experience real changes in their condition. Research has found that placebos can alter pain perception, meaning people may feel less pain simply because they believe they are receiving treatment. Additionally, these sugar pills can even boost immune responses. This highlights a complex interplay between mind and body, suggesting that our thoughts and beliefs can significantly impact our health. So when you think about it, how powerful is the human brain in healing? Understanding the placebo effect not only sheds light on the nature of healing, but also opens up exciting possibilities for future treatments. Why did the Challenger disaster shock a nation? This tragic event unfolded on January 28, 1986, when the Challenger spacecraft broke apart just 73 seconds after launch, claiming the lives of all 7 crew members on board. Among these brave individuals was Krista McAuliffe, an enthusiastic elementary school teacher excited to become the first civilian to journey into space. Thousands watched in horror as the spacecraft's explosion lit up the sky, a moment forever etched in American history. The mission aimed to inspire students nationwide through McAuliffe's participation, but the tragedy shifted the narrative completely. Investigations revealed that a faulty O-ring, crucial for sealing joints in the rocket boosters, led to the disaster. Cold weather on launch day further complicated matters, affecting the O-ring's performance. The loss of these astronauts deeply impacted schools, communities, and the space program itself, raising questions about safety and management decisions in NASA. This heartbreaking incident serves as a powerful reminder of the risks associated with space exploration and the human spirit's resilience. Prepare to be amazed by panda evolution. Did you know that giant pandas, those cuddly black and white bears we adore, actually once had a taste for meat? It's true. Millions of years ago, pandas were carnivorous creatures that feasted on meat. As time marched on, their diet changed dramatically. Researchers believe this shift happened due to environmental changes and the availability of food sources. Gradually, pandas adapted to eat bamboo, which now makes up about 99% of their diet. This unique dietary preference is a fascinating example of evolution in action. They develop strong jaws and teeth that are perfect for crushing bamboo, allowing them to thrive in their forest habitats. However, this change comes with challenges, especially today, as bamboo can be scarce. Isn't it incredible how a species can transform so completely over time? What if I told you humans walked on the moon first? It's true. Before we had the convenience of wheeled suitcases, which didn't hit the market until the 1970s, humanity had accomplished an incredible achievement: landing astronauts on the moon. In 1969, during the Apollo 11 mission, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took those historic first steps on the lunar surface, while Michael Collins orbited above in the command module. This remarkable feat showcased human ingenuity and determination, proving that we could reach beyond our planet. Imagine astronauts bouncing around in bulky spacesuits, planting the American flag in a world completely different from Earth, all while travelers on the ground were still hauling heavy bags. The fact that we achieved such a monumental goal before designing a suitcase with wheels is a fascinating reminder of how innovation can sometimes lag behind our most ambitious dreams. Could you have imagined that? Turns out the truth is that medieval Europeans rarely bathed. In the Middle Ages, many people believed that regular bathing was harmful, so they might only wash once or twice a year. This was a stark difference from the ancient Romans, who took daily baths in public baths, enjoying social gatherings while relaxing in warm water. As a result, medieval folks turned to strong perfumes, scented oils, and pungent herbs to cover up body odors and keep themselves somewhat fresh. They often used linen cloths soaked in fragrant mixtures to help mask any unpleasant smells. Interestingly, some also used animals like cats to groom themselves, believing that their fur could help reduce odors. This bathing aversion persisted despite the knowledge of hygiene, since many thought cleanliness was tied to illness. So while many Romans luxuriated in bathhouses, their medieval counterparts were busy inventing creative ways to stay fresh in a world without regular showers. You might be shocked to learn that 99% are hidden. Did you know there are around 1.6 billion live websites on the internet? That's a massive number, but here's the twist. A whopping 99% of these websites aren't indexed by search engines like Google. They exist in a mysterious part of the web called the deep web. This hidden layer is home to private databases, confidential pages, and unlisted content, which means they remain invisible to most of us. These sites could contain anything from academic articles in scholarly databases to membership-only forums and company records. The deep web is often confused with the dark web, which is much smaller and usually associated with illegal activities. In fact, the majority of the deep web is perfectly legal and safe. So the next time you search online, remember that only a small fraction of information is easily accessible. What else might be lurking beneath the surface? Rats could be future rulers if humans vanish. These clever little creatures possess an extraordinary ability to adapt to various environments, which makes them intriguing candidates for world domination in a hypothetical scenario where humans disappear. With an incredible talent for thriving in diverse settings, from urban spaces to rural fields, rats can easily find food and shelter. One of their most impressive traits is their rapid reproduction rate. A small colony can explode into a massive population in no time. While we're busy with our lives, rats are busy establishing themselves as formidable survivors. For example, researchers have observed how quickly they can learn to navigate complex mazes or find innovative ways to access food sources. They can even thrive in the harshest conditions, like sewers or disaster-stricken areas. This adaptability highlights the resilience of life on Earth, reminding us of nature's incredible versatility. So next time you spot a rat, remember that you might just be looking at one of the world's future dominators if humans vanish. Did you know that ancient Greeks viewed music as powerful? They believed that music could not only heal the soul, but also corrupt it. This fascinating perspective was rooted in their understanding of the effects music had on emotions and behavior. The Greeks associated different musical modes with specific feelings and moral lessons. For example, they thought that certain modes could inspire bravery, while others might evoke sadness or even lead to chaos. This belief system highlighted their view of music as a significant influence on both individual character and societal order. Great philosophers like Plato discussed how the right kind of music could shape the soul, guiding people toward virtue. So the next time you listen to your favorite song, remember that this ancient tradition recognized music's incredible power to impact our lives and emotions. What kind of effect does music have on you? What if I told you male turkeys can gobble? This unique trait makes them stand out among their feathered friends. Only male turkeys are known to produce that iconic gobbling sound, a loud, resonant call that serves an important purpose. Male turkeys use this sound to assert their presence during mating season, letting other males know they're around and trying to attract potential mates. On the other hand, female turkeys communicate in a different way, using clicks and chirps instead of gobbles. These softer sounds help them stay in touch with their flock without drawing too much attention. So, when you hear a turkey gobbling in the wild, remember you're listening to a male on a mission. This fascinating difference in communication styles showcases the diversity of the turkey family and highlights how each gender has its own role in the wild. Isn't it amazing how animals have developed such specialized ways to communicate? Prepare to be amazed by the Black Sea's underwater river. This extraordinary phenomenon features its very own channel and banks beneath the surface. Unlike regular rivers that flow above ground, this underwater river is formed by a dense, saline water current that moves along the ocean floor. The salinity difference creates a dramatic effect, allowing the heavier salty water to flow like a river, complete with its own defined path. Imagine witnessing a twisting, invisible river flowing through the depths, more than 220 feet below the surface. This unique ecosystem not only showcases the wonders of natural science, but also supports diverse marine life that has adapted to living in such specific conditions. Such underwater rivers challenge our understanding of ocean dynamics and remind us of the hidden marvels lurking within the world's oceans. Isn't it fascinating how nature can create such wonders right under our noses? Can you believe how the word fizzle evolved? This fascinating term dates back to the 1400s when it originally described reducing heat or gas, especially in the context of cooking or heating. Imagine a chef carefully lowering the flames to perfect a dish. Over the centuries, fizzle transitioned from its specific meaning to reflect something more general, like a gradual decline or failure. Today, we often hear someone say that a plan fizzled out when it loses momentum or excitement. This evolution highlights how language adapts and grows, much like our own experiences. The change from a technical term to a colloquial expression shows the creative ways in which we use words to describe life's ups and downs. So next time you hear someone say a project fizzled, remember its rich history and how it mirrors our own attempts at success, sometimes leading to an unexpected fizz instead of a bang. Isn't it amazing how words can carry such stories? Can you believe how the word fizzle evolved? This fascinating term dates back to the 1400s when it originally described reducing heat or gas, especially in the context of cooking or heating. Imagine a chef carefully lowering the flames to perfect a dish. Over the centuries, a fizzle transitioned from its specific meaning to reflect something more general, like a gradual decline or failure. Today, we often hear someone say that a plan fizzled out when it loses momentum or excitement. This evolution highlights how language adapts and grows, much like our own experiences. The change from a technical term to a colloquial expression shows the creative ways in which we use words to describe life's ups and downs. So next time you hear someone say a project fizzled, remember its rich history and how it mirrors our own attempts at success, sometimes leading to an unexpected fizz instead of a bang. Isn't it amazing how words can carry such stories? Let's uncover the truth about roulette numbers. Did you know the sum of all the numbers on a roulette wheel adds up to 6666? This intriguing fact has caught the attention of many, igniting conversations and debates for years. The roulette wheel features numbers ranging from 0 to 36, each with its own spot on the spinning wheel. When you add them together, they equal that mysterious number, 666, often associated with superstition and the occult. Some people see this connection as pure coincidence, while others contemplate the deeper meanings behind it. Gamblers and enthusiasts wonder if this eerie number influences luck or strategy during their games. Whether you're a seasoned player or just curious about roulette, this quirky mathematical twist keeps the excitement alive at casinos and game nights. So what do you think? Does the number 666 hold any special significance, or is it simply a fun trivia fact? Prepare to be amazed by space laser pistols. Soviet scientists developed a fascinating prototype for laser pistols intended for astronauts. These innovative weapons were designed with a specific purpose: to incapacitate potential threats while exploring the vastness of space. Imagine being in an environment where danger could come from anywhere, and the need for protection becomes paramount. The concept of militarizing space exploration has always sparked debate, as it raises questions about security and ethics beyond our planet. While these laser pistols never made it into actual use, they provide a glimpse into the ambitious mindset of scientists during the Cold War era. This era was characterized by intense competition in technology and space travel, pushing boundaries in ways we often overlook today. So what does the idea of astronauts armed with laser pistols say about our future in space? What if I told you about a toilet-themed restaurant? At the Marin Tet restaurant in Taiwan, dining takes on a quirky twist with food served in bathroom-themed presentations that are as playful as they are unexpected. Imagine sitting on a toilet-shaped chair while enjoying a meal served in plates that look like miniature toilets. This unique restaurant goes beyond just the seating. You'll find decorations mimicking bathroom elements, including glasses shaped like urinals and bowls resembling sinks. The concept may sound odd to many, but it draws in curious diners eager for a memorable experience. Each dish is creatively presented to keep the theme alive. Think colorful desserts served in toilet bowls. Many visitors rave about the fun atmosphere and Instagram-worthy meals that combine humor with culinary creativity. The Marin Tet restaurant has become a popular spot not just for the food, but for the stories guests can share about their out-of-the-ordinary dining adventures. Would you dare to give this unusual restaurant a try? Guess what really drives the eternal fire in Iraq? This incredible phenomenon has been burning continuously for over 4,000 years, making it one of the longest-lasting natural fires on our planet. The flames originate from underground gas pockets that have been ignited, providing a spectacular sight for anyone who visits. Ancient texts reference this fiery wonder, highlighting its importance in local culture and history. The eternal fire is more than just a natural curiosity. It's a reminder of the powerful forces of nature that have shaped our world. People have marveled at its beauty and significance for millennia, drawing in curious visitors fascinated by its relentless flames. In a region where tales of the past meet the wonders of nature, the eternal fire stands as a unique symbol of resilience and continuity. Can you imagine what it must have felt like to witness this fire throughout various ages and changing civilizations? Did you know J.K. Rowling planned the ending early? In an incredible twist of creativity, J.K. Rowling wrote the final chapter of the last Harry Potter book in 1997, long before the first novel even hit the shelves. This early planning wasn't just a quirky choice. It was a strategic move that helped her keep the whole series consistent and emotionally fulfilling. By knowing how the story would end from the beginning, Rowling could skillfully weave in important clues and themes throughout the earlier books. Readers now find themselves surprised by revelations in later chapters that were masterfully foreshadowed. Rowling's foresight allowed for powerful emotional closure for beloved characters, making their journeys feel complete and rewarding. This level of planning is rare in literature and shows just how deeply she cared about her world and its inhabitants. How do you think this affected the way readers experience the series? Guess what really drives kinetic sculptures to life? Artist Ivan Black has crafted a stunning kinetic sculpture that captures the beauty of movement in art. His work showcases mesmerizing patterns that emerge as the sculpture shifts. Imagine watching an intricate piece sway and spin, revealing dynamic shapes and shadows that continuously change with the angle of your view. It's not just a visual treat, it's a deep exploration of how art and motion intertwine. Kinetic art plays with viewer perception, inviting us to engage with the piece not just as passive observers, but as active participants in the experience. As you move around Ivan's sculpture, you discover a new layer with each step. It's like having a conversation with the artwork. This intersection of creativity and physics piques curiosity and stimulates the imagination, challenging traditional types of art that remain static. How incredible is it to see art come alive through motion? Ivan Black's work reminds us that art can be an experience, not just a sight to behold.